It's Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight. Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out
a lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, as a young man, this is the Mecca. This is the place you want to be. This is it.
Under the bright lights here for this one. And there's the bell to start the round. Hit him with the left jab. Swing and a miss with the jab. So it's a rematch from 2019 when Jacobs and Alvarez fought for the middleweight title. Let's see who gets the edge in this one after Canelo won by unanimous decision.
Alvarez won 3 titles in the process in their last fight, but now he's back for blood. He's back for revenge. He needs to stamp his authority because some thought Daniel Jacobs beat Canelo. Can you believe that?
Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. Nice counter shot. Just missed with that hook. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. The straight right just misses.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Throws the jab but does not score. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
A perfect counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Just misses with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The straight right just misses. The straight right just misses. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. And down goes the Miracle Man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit. Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect. The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You don't want to trade shots. They're both trying for a knockout. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just... They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? No rest for the weary. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. They can't get out of the way of that straight.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say... They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which fighter will say no mas? The perfect counter lands. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got...
One, two, three, four, five. Are you all right?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Both men step back for just a moment. This is a high-octane battle. You'd like to see more jabs. The perfect counter lands. Needs to put some combat. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Come on, look across at him. Look at him now.
And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Good counter punching. Good counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he just misses with that jab. Nobody home with that hook. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Is that a match made in heaven?
How about that time counter shot? One punch could change everything in this battle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Swing and a miss with that hook. That big hook doesn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it was...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I have never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Good counter punch. Trying to land that jab. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do. Back up on his feet, and now he's ready to engage again.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot. Got to look at his corner, look at his shoulder, tell him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you got...
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Looks like they're out of trouble.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Is he going to punch himself out, though? As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Throws the jab, but does not score. Oh, my word! Canelo just got clipped!
One, two, three, four, five. Give me your glove.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not... And there's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Stay down. Stay down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you got to get some before you get him close.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Looks like trouble was averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Just misses with that jab. They both want the knockout. punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that?
Jacobs in real trouble. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smarts, that is. A total change of styles.